What's up, everyone? How are you doing? So I know it's been a week and a half-ish, or sort of. First of all, I want to say I apologize for the shakiness. I'm filming this with my phone and with a little attachment that's on my windshield, so I don't have to use either of my hands while I'm driving. So I figured right now is the perfect opportunity to talk about the first thing that I guess I want to talk about with Uber. And that is my favorite part of Uber, of driving for Uber. My favorite part about it. About 98%, probably 99.75%, a very, very high percentage of my trips are based in Georgia, based in Atlanta. It's probably even more than that. It's probably like 99.999998%, something like that, are all in Atlanta, Georgia, or in the metropolitan area. However, there are those select few that are incredibly far away. And that is my favorite part of the job. I have had 3 trips that have taken me out of Georgia in its entirety. I've had a couple in Georgia that have been from Atlanta to Columbus, which is like 2 hours or so. But I've had 3 trips in total that have taken me outside of Georgia. The one that I'm on is the most current, and that is today's trip. I drove him from the airport up to North Carolina. Now, it's only 20 minutes outside of Georgia, but still, I went out of state into North Carolina, so that's pretty awesome. My second, this is my third longest trip that I've ever made. Is that true? I think that's true. Yeah, that's true. Okay, the second longest trip I've ever made was from around the airport, within 3 minutes of the airport, to Dothan, Alabama. And that was about 3.5 hours. Oh yeah, this trip was about 2.5 hours at about 160 miles or so. Jeez, I am so sorry about the shakiness of this. All right, I gotta hold on to it for a little bit so you guys don't get sick. So this was about 2.5 hours. My second longest trip was about 3.5 hours. That was to Dothan, Alabama. The longest trip of my entire Uber career so far was at the beginning of January, where I drove from the airport to Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And that was about 5.5 hours at 340 miles. That trip took us through Alabama to the top of Florida. And that was pretty awesome. This is actually the first time I've made a out-of-state trip that was not at night. I picked the guy up around 9:30 or so, or maybe 10 o'clock, something like that, in the morning, early afternoon. The other 2 from Dothan to Dothan, Alabama, and Fort Walton Beach, Florida, both were pickups at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I had to drive straight through. But yeah, those were my 3 longest Uber rides to date. And that's one of the reasons why I like doing this, is because on those rare instances, I get to explore different places that I've never been to. So yeah, that pretty much does it for this video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Josh_Tippis. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. With that, I will see you guys in the next installment of Uber vlogs. I don't know what to call this. So maybe leave a suggestion down in the comments on what I should call these little segments. Okay, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!